Okay, we're back again for tutorial for stage 4. Anyway, by this point of the game will start picking up pace. One thing to know about stage 4 is that all the enemies that appear on this stage will wear different palette swaps than they did in the first 3 stages. For some characters like Skinny, Bullet, Dingo, and pretty much I think that's pretty much all the enemies I can think of that have permanent palette swaps. After this, we'll have different palette swaps. Oh yeah, Louis has a permanent palette swap as well. He was depicted wearing green, orange in stage 3, but starting from here on out, he'll be wearing mostly blue and brown. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get started with stage 4. We do not want to be spending any more specials. So right here, we do have Reggie, Case, and Bullet coming out to greet us for our arrival to South America. And then, of course, you have this Gigante joining in, and a Reggie. So thankfully, we don't have to deal with dynamites, at least not yet. So basically, we're going to use the reset right here. So we're going to do a stationary jump. Force these guys to do that. And unfortunately, I just got punched. That was not cool. So that bullet does have quite a bit of health. Unfortunately, fighting martial artists is a pain in the neck. And unfortunately, I just did that power bomb, so it's going to be a problem. Now, sometimes if enemies do come from behind, you can protect yourself with the power bomb. But they do have a 2 to 4 second invincibility frame. Ooh, that was close. So basically what you want to do right here is just beat up Dingo, the first one that comes on screen. I just stick with throws, so I don't pay the price getting hit with their kicks. So I'm doing chain resets, so this basically allows me to cancel my chain instead of triggering my 4th final hit. Okay, so this is bad because we're down to 2 lives now. I don't know how I did that, but that should not have happened. Okay, we're waiting for that chase to come back because we do need to beat him. Sometimes enemies will play chicken, and you do not want them doing that. So, because we have a score of 34, we do need to beat up one more enemy before triggering the warp zone. The warp zone's right in front of that door right there. And we go straight into that. So basically, triggering that warp zone allows us to bypass the rest of that 4-2 level. So basically all you have to do is just destroy that statue. We wait right here. Sometimes when the screen darkens, I just perform a jump attack. And sometimes you can get advanced right to the stop point, and sometimes you just don't. I mean, if it happens, it happens. It does save quite a bit of time. But don't expect it all that much. I still have not figured out how that works. But anyway, just beat up all the enemies. From here on out, we will not be using special attacks up until except for one instance in stage 5. And that's because we want to save up our score for 66 points. There is one issue where we do have to use the special attack, but overall, we will not be using that. So anyway, once you beat up all the enemies, we're going to be taking on Captain. Now, as I said before, Flak does have the best Captain fight with his slide attack, but you do not want to be fighting Captain up close. So Captain focuses mostly on lining himself to where your character is. You can sometimes avoid the attack with the run attack, but it's not always safe because it's kind of like playing chicken, pretty much. But you do not want to be playing these kind of games with Captain, of course. Of course, you can go for a chain attack, get some more damage, but unfortunately I wound up triggering beating up, taking out that bullet. You want to keep that bullet alive as much as possible, So sometimes you want to do throws rather than doing that. So you can go for a chain attack and go straight to a throw, which unfortunately I just did. So we're going to try to avoid fighting Captain real quick. Because unfortunately if we fight him, it's going to get bad. Okay, so we got one more life to utilize. Technically, you do not want to be going greedy on this fight, because if you go too greedy, he will try to choke slam you, and when that happens, that's about at least a 5 to 10 second time loss if it takes you out completely. Definitely eats up a lot of time in general. So basically, you just use run attacks to knock him down, throw him with the Frankensteiner, or go for chain attacks one way or the other. Just do not be very greedy with that fight. But anyway, that's going to be it for Stage 4. We're going on to Stage 5. I'll take a small break, and we'll get back to learning Stage 5.